Manhattan, New York. Crowded conditions, dreary winters. Everything is jammed. And what's the answer? Skiing in the Alps, or the Rockies, or New England. And even in the summer, it's very difficult to find a place to park your body. You think you can find peace on the beach? Well, look at this scene, even in boating. One boat after another. So the answer is skiing. And one of the places to find this supposed happiness is Tuckerman's Ravine, Mount Washington in New Hampshire. Mount Washington is the highest of the presidential range in the White Mountains. And every year between Easter and Memorial Day, hundreds of skiers coming from Hartford and Boston and New York, everywhere in the Northeast, to ski the head wall. Here we have Nancy Furlong from Philadelphia walking up the fire trail, about a 2.5-hour hike, packs on your back, and you spend the weekends sleeping out of doors. And John Wynn from Philadelphia. And on up the fire trail they go, and you'll find hundreds of people on a typical weekend such as Memorial Day heading for the head wall, and they sleep somewhere below the Tuckerman Ravine head wall in a shelter or in their own tents. And in the mornings they climb the head wall, and the snow lasts sometimes through July. And this is one of the shelters, a double-decker bunk shelter in which you put your sleeping bag. Everybody helps with the cleaning and the cooking. John Wynn and Nancy Furlong in their tent. That's Hillman's Highway, another place to ski. Very steep, only good for good skiers. And the Tuckerman Ravine, the top can be as steep as 50 degrees. And up they go, kicking steps into the head wall, each skier in a row, carrying their skis. And here we have Marvin Moriarty of the U.S. ski team coming down. It's much steeper than it looks. The date, about May 30th or June the 1st. And here we have all the skiers heading up in a row. You put on your skis on the top in a rather narrow place and get the courage to head those skis downhill. Others are sitting on the rocks and having beers and sandwiches and just enjoying the view. And the head wall was schussed once back in 1939 by Tony Mutt of St. Anton, Austria.